with the Dad Man, we are here, and we are going over career-ruining movies. And I've been pretty busy lately, sulking, being undercovers, and well, I've been tired and uninspired because I've started the Go Mad diet recently. Which, are you familiar with that? Have you ever heard of the Go Mad diet?
No.
It's a gallon of milk a day.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Gallon G.
Yeah, I don't know what gallon is.
And it's a acronym. Dude, it's not fun at all.
Are you seriously doing it?
It's supposed to help you put on weight.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I'm at that point in my life where that would be a good idea, probably.
Yeah, I should do it too.
Well, because if you...
I am in my mid-60s, so gaining weight is always something I'm concerned about.
And you'll never have a vitamin D deficiency.
True.
Or calcium deficiency.
True.
It's not...
You'll never go to the bathroom
I'm
again.
lactose intolerant, so...
You do go to the bathroom.
This is...
Really bad idea.
Been a bad idea, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what?
But you can build up your tolerance to lactose, apparently.
So you'll find that out. You'll be able to prove that out.
I'm in the middle of it.
Okay.
Well, day 2. The Go Mad diet.
We were going to talk about something other than
well, like I said, I wasn't
stuff.
able to look up. I wasn't able to do extensive research.
That's okay.
But luckily, I, through my life, which is extensive research, have been able to
think and find things,
yes,
opportunities.
Yes.
Okay.
I know of.
One?
I know of 2. Yeah, I know of 2.
Okay. Well, you can. We'll talk about mine, and you can obviously
word it the
you're
way
familiar
you want to
with
word it, in case I didn't word it well. Because the fans don't
there's
understand what
there's films, and I did it for actors and directors, both. That
actors
they
can be female or male.
Yeah, thanks. Actors.
People assume when you say
shut up.
actor, you
Directors that made really super bad films that either killed their career or delayed it for decades. And it has happened.
Any examples of delayed?
Well, Rob Carpenter.
Rob Carpenter, not familiar. Where is he from?
Rob
Carpenter?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What does he do?
Halloween.
Oh, it's not John Carpenter.
John Carpenter. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So we did Halloween, but the one. This is really a weird one.
Chat, get a load of Dad Man. He thought he was Rob Carpenter.
Yeah.
Comment down below.
Shut up. When he did The Thing, he thought, and it didn't do well at the box office. I mean, in my opinion now, it's one of my top 5 favorite movies.
It's one of the best horror movies of all time.
It is a great, great movie. And it didn't do well at the box office. And after he did it, he was supposed to also do another movie called Firestarter. Some of you guys will know that. You may know it. There was...
Oh, with...
Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Okay. Which wasn't a big deal movie anyway. I mean, but he was supposed to direct that, and because of The Thing, he lost that up. He didn't get to.
Well,
so he's there like, I'm going to take a break, but I recently bring it up because that's ironic that you make a movie that good and
it sets you back.
Yeah, and it wasn't appreciated at the time at all. Now, I mean, I watched that movie. It is not dated at all. It's not dated.
It's a master class.
Yeah, it is. The effects are great. The actors are great. Kurt Russell's great.
Potentially the best paranoia movie of all time.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, very good.
You could maybe do... I don't even know. Is Manchurian Candidate paranoia? I've seen it.
I'm not sure. Because I didn't see it.
I wouldn't even really say... I mean, that's just like McCarthyism and communism.
Yeah.
You could easily make The Thing like that. Well,
maybe.
no,
I don't know. I wouldn't change a thing with that.
Well, I mean, he did Halloween in 78, I want to say, and then I think The Thing was in 82.
Yeah.
And they were like, you're not good enough for Firestarter.
Which was a terrible fucking movie.
I mean,
average at
also,
best.
you get someone who creates the score and can write, and he wrote Halloween with Deborah Hill. I want to say her name is.
Mm-hmm. I think that's.
I mean, Firestarter. I'm assuming was already like.
That's Stephen King.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Stephen King.
Damn. Oh, is it about a kid who is
can start a fire with her mind?
Yeah. Oh.
And the government wants her, and blah blah blah.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're writing 2 books a day like Stephen King was.
Oh, wasn't a bad. I mean, just the
cocaine.
movie was awful.
He went to He was talking to someone about his schedule. He was like, "Yeah, I would take an hour-long walk. I'd go get coffee, all while he was writing all these books." And they're like, "Dude, cocaine in the 80s. Is that when he would write 70s and 80s?"
Yeah. I didn't even know anything about him and cocaine until like not that long ago. I didn't know he was.
Well, that conveyor belt has to run somehow.
Well, yeah, but most writers were churning out like he was. He was a machine.
Right. Yeah. Well,
it's like there's so many things. It's like based on Stephen King. I was like, what? I mean, I didn't know he wrote that. I didn't know about it for like 15 years after it came out, and I watched
the book or the movie.
Either. And I watched the movie. I'm like, oh my god, this is great. The first part.
Until you learn it's a giant spider. Does that kill it for you?
It did. I don't think. I mean, you could have it be an alien, or you could have it be some supernatural force or whatever.
It is an alien, though.
Yeah, it is. But it just in the original one they didn't. I mean, it just seemed like it was a spider.
Well,
shapeshifter.
Yeah.
That was a spider.
It would make sense if aliens were sort of like spiders.
No, not at all.
Because think about how many insects there are here. More than humans.
So why would they be spiders?
Well, you would extrapolate that other planets have a ton of species of spiders, and that one of them would win the evolutionary race.
And it didn't even come close to happening here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it...
Did it?
We didn't...
Do we have cricket people?
We didn't create space-time travel. Who knows, in a billion years, if spiders are going to be the ones that last.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to happen. So that's my money's on spiders.
The History Channel said it was going to be...
Squids, right?
Something, yeah.
It's like a squid.
Squid or jellyfish.
Yeah, I think it was a squid.
They're immortal.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to make them...
They also said a lot of other stuff. But when you're, like, whatever, 11 years old, you take that as gospel.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, they said it on TV, so...
It's going to be squids.
Yeah. And it gave me a lot
I don't
of
think they
squid.
can predict that shit at all. I just don't think.
Fucking dude, no one can predict it a year in advance.
No.
The only thing is probably by the time that something comes to fruition, that will basically have never existed. I mean, I know a digital footprint lasts forever, but think about the internet isn't written in stone. Literally, it's actually on something quite fragile.
Right.
That if it would actually kind of be easy to wipe out all digital history.
Yeah, with an EMP type weapon, you could fry everything.
Yeah, I mean, so when I say easy, I mean it would be like a monumental societal shift via war or solar flare with something like a meteoric whatever.
Yeah.
Where
although you remember there are
collapses.
backups of and there's solar or there's server farms everywhere and there's underground.
But they require maintenance and like.
Well, yeah, true.
If it goes unmaintained long enough,
it'll
just fuck.
Well, if it doesn't have energy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oop.
It's almost like you ever like batteries will start to exude like battery acid.
Yeah.
I like that shit will happen to computers and chips and whatnots if they're just not maintained well, and that it'll just self-corrupt. If it's just like, I guess, I don't know.
But you're talking, I think, a fairly long period of time. Maybe not.
And on top of like Bitcoin farms, and that won't be worth anything when society collapses.
No, like a true collapse. What will be worthwhile are canned goods, guns, ammo,
water.
water.
Bottled water, maybe. Although you could boil water.
Yeah, or access. Yeah, well, yeah, true.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
If you want to go the Mad Max route.
Well, I mean, to have
Gasoline.
access to some type of, if it all breaks down, a car would be a super machine.
Yeah. But think about all those cars that have like computer components.
Well, yeah. So if all the shit got fried, those wouldn't work. Because I've actually read a book about an EMP. So older
Cars don't work.
No, they don't. But now the older ones would.
Yeah. So if you had like a '76 Mustang, you'd be fucking
Probably. I think that
king
would be
of the castle.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Or any,
What is your one? You had say you had one or two.
I had two.
And it doesn't matter.
I'll start with the one that I don't know as much. I know the narrative behind it. You'll be familiar with the movie. It's Cleopatra.
Yeah.
It's 1964.
Yeah, that is a famous one.
And the actress's name
Elizabeth
is,
Taylor.
Yeah, and she's known for diamonds, I guess.
Now.
But it would be everyone's dream nowadays.
She was
my
gorgeous
dream
in the day.
is to have a movie where you're like, man, we're rebuilding
Rome.
Yeah.
Or Egypt.
Well, she visited Rome, I'm sure.
I
With Caesar,
don't-
or did he visit?
Well, it wasn't. It was Mark Antony.
Well, everyone says Caesar and Cleopatra.
No, they don't.
That's what I literally had this debate the other day. Let's look it up. Comment down below.
Well, you don't have to because we're going to have the answer in
Well,
8 seconds. It was Anthony and Cleopatra, dummy.
Caesar is alleged to have joined Cleopatra for a cruise of the Nile and sightseeing. They formed a pivotal political and romantic alliance in 48 and 47 BCE when Caesar intervened in Egypt's royal succession, helping Cleopatra secure her throne against her brother.
But then she ends up with Mark Antony. It's Anthony and Cleopatra. There's a movie by that name.
Well,
I didn't. Well, I wasn't 100%.
It's be a pretty big deal. Politically,
It's a Shakespeare play, Anthony and Cleopatra, and a 1972 film.
They happened like 15 years after. Well, it ended because they both took their own lives. I didn't know about that. Very cool stuff.
But anywho,
So she hooked up with two Romans.
Yeah.
But Caesar's the bigger name. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but she's more well known for her association with Mark Antony.
Not by me.
Well, I mean, but you don't know anything, so your
I know things.
Opinion isn't.
I've read some of the best pro wrestling books that
ever
have been
made,
made.
ever written.
And in fact, I would recommend the
Many
good ones.
So
if you want,
it bombed, right? Did it bomb? I mean,
Yeah,
I knew it cost
money.
forever.
It lost money. I
I
don't. Yeah, I am sure it had a lot of people go to see it, and it's painted by the fact that it bombed. A lot of people's perceptions are like, yeah, that movie sucked. It bombed at the box office.
Yeah.
Like The Thing. When
it came out.
That one didn't actually, at least today, that's not the perception, but maybe in the year or two afterwards. But apparently it's not bad. It's long, so everything about it is very grandiose.
Well, that's the thing, Elmo. I mean, they had Elizabeth Taylor, who was a really big deal, and I can't remember the guy.
Was she known as a great actress, or what was the deal that she was just on television?
She was considered she was considered a good actress. And
she's no Katharine Hepburn, is she?
No, but that's rarefied air. With you talk about her. Seriously, it is.
If you're gonna sell a movie like that.
Yeah, but you wanted she was supposedly Cleopatra was supposedly really beautiful. So
so they were was the route.
Yeah.
And she's known for diamonds, yeah.
She sold a fragrance called Diamonds 30 or 40 years after this movie. So no.
Which would be while I'm alive.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
So
history didn't start when you were born. I just
some people know it for diamonds.
Okay, no, they don't.
I do.
Okay. No, that was a colossal. And that was like throw the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah, it actually almost completely fucked the movie industry.
Yeah. Well, at least that studio.
That specific studio, yeah. And I think it was... I'll look it up, but you go ahead while I look that up.
Well, I don't even know if necessarily they probably didn't spend as much money on the story itself. I think they just kind of relied on star power, these magnificent sets and costuming, and just had, good actors, actresses kind of walking through this period of history. And, I don't know if anything, some things I'm sure happened, but it wasn't a good dramatic movie.
So as 20th Century Fox, they almost bankrupted them. It was 1963, cost $44 million to make then.
Wow.
Making it the most expensive film ever at the time, a figure equivalent to over $400 million today. And
wow.
It had an initial $2 million budget. And it had extensive reshoots, lavish sets, location changes, and there was an affair between Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Richard Burton, I know him.
That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy. I was going to ask you who that. Yeah, well, yeah, there was more in the affair. They ended up getting married. They were they were together for off and on for years.
It's never a good idea. Like, imagine
Probably
if
not.
Will Smith was on a movie with whatever the
Jada Pinkett.
Lady. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not an actress in my opinion. She's been in movies.
She was the lead singer of a nu metal band.
Awesome. That's not an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, she's not a nu metal personality. You've seen her?
I don't know.
She was performative and pretending to be that to sell her band.
Okay. She's not an actress.
You lived the gimmick.
Yeah, well, I've never heard of her, so apparently she didn't do a great job.
You have? You just knew her name, Jada Pinkett.
Okay, I know her name because of Will Smith, not because of her. Actually,
how do you know?
Because of Will Smith.
No,
I just said that.
How do you know you would have known? What if they were? You would never know.
You want me to go back in time and her not marry him and see if I would? I that's a good question. I don't know the answer.
Then you would say you knew her from her son, but her son would be a completely different person.
Her son is too weird for this world, man. He's just. Look, I know he wore the building house on his head, and that. But he's weird. He's worn weirder things than that. He was in the one remake of Karate Kid. Yeah, and I read all about these movies and the problems, and Jackie Chan's like, I'm never going to put him in a movie again. He's just too out there.
Yeah.
He would
see him being difficult to work with, not even just weird.
He wouldn't be able to do it
over unless it's like criminally weird. It's like, hey, I think this guy's doing something weird like that.
Yeah, it could be so. Well, it makes it more difficult when you're an odd, super weird cat like that.
Yeah, true.
And then of course, he did make the one good movie, what's called After Earth, with his dad, which is really underrated.
I've only heard about it, but I've heard great things.
No, it's awful. It's awful.
It's Scientology indoctrination.
Yeah.
Piece.
That's
which, if you're a Scientologist, like,
we don't
cool.
Yeah, we don't care.
Well, you owe us.
I don't.
Money.
Yeah, I'm not saying we don't care. We don't care. It's just that
it's $25 for each minute we talk about it.
No, when you pump a movie that into a movie, it's gonna make it hard to be entertaining.
Yeah, you almost need.
You did it with Christianity or
you almost
Hinduism.
Need to be upfront about it. Maybe. Like what would the Passion of the Christ, is.
But that's not
That's a Christian movie.
granted. But it's not trying to sell a Christian message. It's a semi-historical account of something Christians believe happened.
Sure. And like to your point, there are like I'm Catholic and whatever, like, not saying that you're wrong and I'm right. But there's like, and they do this a lot with like sports movies. There will be sports movies that have like Catholic tilts or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. I don't know if you could name one, it would help.
Well, I never watched them because it just is like the moment I see that I'm like,
yeah, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, there's a football one, and there was a short period of time where I'm like, I need to watch football movies.
Yeah,
I've already seen pretty much all the good ones, so you're starting to look for documentaries, and
can you even think of the name of one?
I guess the Kurt Warner one has bits of that.
Yeah, because he's a big time
like
Christian.
Actor. I'm sure he's an awesome guy.
Who was it? You don't know who
I don't even know. He's on a TV show.
Oh, that helps. Now I know who you're talking about.
I mean, I don't fucking know. I can show you a picture of him, but
it doesn't matter because I didn't watch that either.
Part of that, it's not even a huge part of that movie. But there's other ones where it's like high school team has this huge, like, tragedy.
Yeah.
The coach is Catholic and he brings them together through faith. And there's one, it's like a specific scene where this kid's like doing a bear crawl.
Yeah. I saw that.
I don't remember what that's called though.
I don't either. I mean, yeah, you're right. It was Christian and it would, and I'm a Christian too, and I'm not turned off by it, but I'm a little bit. I'm not like, but it wasn't well made either. Those Christian type movies are lower budget.
Well, they just, exactly.
They're just,
it's like,
yeah. No,
I think they figure that people will, like, devout Christian families are going to support the film no matter what.
Oh, I think you're right. I mean, it's a niche movie.
Exactly. Well, and to the point where it's almost become like a calling card where you can sniff that out and you're like, this probably got to be a
right.
You know?
What's the movie? Did you hear Sound of Freedom? It's about that guy.
I watched that. Mel Gibson is a different type of beast, though, and he's the one who directed that.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's about the guy who went and got a kid who was sexually trafficked. Huh?
A bunch.
Yeah, but he only rescued one. Didn't he? The little boy?
No. I mean, it was like a brothel of kids.
All right, but I didn't understand why non-Christians or people who are anti-Christian didn't like it. I don't remember it being in it. I mean, just doing a good thing, like too Christian-y or what?
Well, I think okay, so I have two perspectives on this. I think it is Mel Gibson, and he has a ton of baggage. Yeah. And I also think, which I actually like him. I like Apocalypto, I like Passion of the Christ, and he's a good actor. Point blank period. So whatever.
I've seen him in many. Most recent one isn't it?
I get it. I'm not like saying he's
because he did some stuff. Yeah, right.
But he probably has changed, and if not, he probably meant what he said. So whatever.
Well, the one he was super drunk and he made anti.
Well,
okay,
dude,
which I'm not excusing him for, but it was a long time ago. Whatever. And the other one, he was saying some things to, I guess it was his wife or girlfriend, whatever. And they were vile. They were really vile. But then you got people like Harvey Weinstein, who they let go for years. Yeah. He wasn't saying bad things. He was doing bad things.
No, touche, Monfrey.
And as bad as what he said was, I don't know, maybe he did it all the time or whatever. Well, he didn't physically...
We live in a society where, if you say things that communicate you don't have or hold the same ideals as the loudest people in the room,
they
take it as though it is worse than actions. So if you say something that could be interpreted as misogynistic, phobic, bigot, bigoted, yeah, it's almost as though you committed a physical crime.
Yeah.
Truly. And I don't like I think we're starting to see that really come to a boiling point, like right now.
It's not the same. I saw something that we're talking about virtual or spoken versus actual.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really, really surprised when I saw this. And I think Trump, either this was a while ago or Trump is in England, and he was doing a joint press conference with Keir Starmer. Okay, who's the PM, Prime Minister. And
female?
No, it's a guy.
His name's
Keir, Ceir.
Okay.
And she asked it was a press conference, and a reporter asked a question. There are 12,000 people in UK jails for social media posts.
I mean, that's
now
insane.
That's not a huge number. Well, it is a huge number comparatively to the population.
Because you would have to say something really bad here.
Yes.
You would have to say, I want so-and-so blanked.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't think they arrest you. I think you might get
a
phone
visit.
Call or a visit.
You'll get a visit.
See if you're really
See, that's why,
do anything.
If they anything that they talk about, and they're doing a lot of it in the UK, they don't have a First Amendment. We don't understand how important that is. We just
Very
don't.
important, yeah.
And that's why you cannot.
Even we have said some shit that if we were in the UK would not.
Probably, yeah. But, yeah, right. So, oh, crap. What was I going to say?
Cured in Trump.
Well, anyway, they asked him a question. I was trying to listen to his response. I couldn't understand him at all. I don't know if the sound was just bad, and it's not his accent. It's not that bad, but I would love to hear an answer to that. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I think your point is to say that other countries have taken a legal standpoint towards the words being worse than actions.
Yes. So that's how important First Amendment is, because you can talk to your blue in the face. It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. It can be very hateful language. Now, unless you're trying to incite violence by others by doing it, it can be really hateful, and it's terrible. It is not the same as physical violence.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's why you have to. The First Amendment line has to be held to the very end. Because once that goes, I think that's it.
Well, because you're getting to see. Well, first of all, like what I don't like to draw battle lines. You're seeing what the left is going to do when something is legal to fight against it.
Yeah.
Imagine how they will roll when they can make rules.
Yeah.
And how they will institute them.
Yeah.
I think it's like, deportation has always been a thing. If you are an illegal immigrant, I am sorry. I don't have anything personal against you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're like, and someone was like, if it isn't a race thing, how come we're only seeing the people of color deported? And it's like, well, let's look at the fucking statistics.
Yeah, who's
bro.
coming?
Is it like
the Swedish,
even
smuggling in
a percentage?
No.
Of illegals who are coming from
Europe.
Yeah, European countries or Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, is there illegal immigrants coming from Canada? I have never heard of that.
And I read this, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard, because it's easier to get into Canada. So there are illegal immigrants going to Canada and sneaking in through the northern border that I have heard and read, and it's part of like drug and criminal enterprises primarily.
Yeah.
Because they interdict so much drugs at the southern border. I mean, it's outrageous. But this northern border, I mean, I think I could daily cross it and no one would ever fucking know. I don't know if it's probably
I think it's hard for us to get into Canada.
Well, yeah, go through a forest. They won't fucking know. Well, I mean, if you're driving through, yeah.
I mean, if you're covered in maple syrup too, they won't even know. They'll think you're
Hey!
Canadian. We're playing ice hockey.
Welcome home.
So we talked about Cleopatra, which I want to watch at some point. It is just a long movie. I'm pretty sure it's like over 3 hours.
Yeah, I think it is.
So you got to mentally prepare for that.
Yeah, that's a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to go to one of mine because you took too much time as usual.
Well, we had some good spirited debate.
No, we did. I'm teasing.
Nearly sunk 20th Century Fox, though.
Yeah, well, at that price tag. I'm going to talk about this movie. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was called The Postman.
I've never even heard
Okay, the guy who's in Yellowstone is in it. What's his name?
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Kevin Costner. And, I mean, it was a bomb. Another bomb he's associated with is called Waterworld.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to mention.
But I watched, and I heard about that. I watched part of it. I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. But The Postman, and I didn't watch much of it, but there was a part of it I was watching, and the dialogue was so weird. I'm like, what is this? And it's post-apocalyptic. And the reason it's called The Postman is because he dressed, I think he either was a postman or he dressed as one, and he was supposed to be a symbol of society kind of
collapsing.
No, coming back.
Oh,
because it was a government official and stuff like that. Okay. But anyway, this part, oh my lord, I'm like, who wrote this dialogue? They sound like they were high. Like it was so bad. I wish I just had that segment because I won't watch the movie just to hear that.
It's also nearly 3 hours.
Oh fuck! I don't know what happened to Costner. I mean, he'll pump a few. I mean, he did Dances with Wolves.
Field of Dreams.
Okay, he did Field of Dreams, which I never watched, never care to watch. It's about baseball. I don't care. He did that. Dances with Wolves. He did some other ones where he was like, the good-looking male lead, whatever. And then I think after Dances with Wolves is when he did Waterworld. And then he did The Postman. I'm like, whoa, you got on a bad streak there, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it got to his head. It's like, I can show up anywhere and just...
Maybe the money.
Yeah, well, true.
I mean,
that's the thing. Actors and directors, they want to work.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can necessarily tell.
How stoked you would be if you got to play that role.
Yeah.
I would be stoked.
Yeah, although you've seen so many bad movies where that similar type scenario is. I try
not to watch. If I'm committing 3 hours, I got to make sure it's a good one.
Don't watch Postman.
I won't.
Or Waterworld.
I wouldn't even think about it. I mean, Waterworld does have some level of intrigue, just because it's almost storied how bad
it
is.
Yeah. That's notoriously bad. Actually, that should have made the list instead of... The only reason I put The Postman on is because they had... It just... This part that had such bad dialogue. I'm like, what? I don't understand what he's talking... It was so... odd.
We should do a remake of that and make it into a comedy.
The Postman?
I'm almost certain. I just thought of...
The Postman?
Yeah, so it's like... I don't even know what kind of comedy this would be. But you remember that song? It's like, hold up, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Yeah.
He's just like wandering from like place to place, and that's playing the whole... Like every time he wanders, it's like interaction, wanders, play the music, and it's overplayed, and that's the joke. And you keep doing
Hopefully
that.
It'll be 3 hours long.
Well, maybe we do like a short, but even you play that song for 5 minutes, people are going to be like, what the fuck is going on?
Stop, please stop. What's your number 2?
Number 2, well, let me just, I know I don't want to spend too much time, but Cleopatra is super important, as important as the next movie I'm about to mention, because it incepted new Hollywood, I think. Because
what do you mean incepted? I don't know if that's a word.
It's
transplanted?
It made production companies, creatives have to take chances on newer, younger directors.
Okay.
So, I mean, that happened in 63.
Change the paradigm.
Exactly. where it's like we can't just, the tried and true is non.
Well, that's the end of the old Holly or the studio system, I think, was Cleopatra.
And this then brings about directors like Martin Scorsese, Brian De Palma, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas to an extent. I mean, I think they all owe bits of their success to the fact that we need new blood. We got to fix what is broken.
Right.
It's like, how the fuck did we fall into this? And it's obviously, you don't give that much money to a movie. Though, an example of the success story is Apocalypse Now. Another example of the failed enterprise is a Michael Cimino movie. And if that name is familiar, it's from The Deer Hunter.
Okay.
He made a movie called... I gotta look it up.
You had 2 movies?
This is the second one.
Yeah, but you forgot the second one. You remembered the first. You had a list of 2.
It's the name of a cult. The cult that put the blankets over their head. Heaven's Gate.
Oh, that's on mine. Yeah, yeah.
So Heaven's Gate was a Apocalypse Now scenario that just went the other way. Overwent the budget completely. They gave this guy enough rope to kill himself,
right?
Essentially, because The Deer Hunter was amazing. We
and
can
Heaven's
agree on that.
Yeah, but you're right. Heaven's Gate is like a cautionary tale.
You know what? It's actually not bad, but it's too niche to appeal to
mainstream
audiences, and it even like. And I think what really went wrong is because I watched a documentary about how everything went shiesty, is he was in the editing floor, and then he comes out with, okay, this is what the theatrical cut, and he gets skewered by critics on the first opening weekend, and then he decides, all right, I'm going to put out another cut for the next weekend. He almost kind of like conceded to the critics.
Yeah.
And I think from there it was just like, you're fucked. You almost have to ride it out. Because a lot of people said the version he originally put out was better than the one that he would
put out later.
And I think I'm not sure which version I saw because those are so confused. Like Blade Runner has like 5 different cuts. You never know which one you're watching. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. You'd have to be more artsy-fartsy just because it takes place, like in olden times, and...
So in Western times, isn't it? Or?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not like your typical...
I mean, it's not a Western. I know that.
Western. Yeah, exactly. So... It's just it would never have really appealed to mainstream audiences though, and you can't.
I don't understand.
Fund a movie like that.
What
heavily
would make him?
Well, I mean, so for example, like Deer Hunter was pretty long in the tooth. That was a 3-hour movie, and
but it was an anti-Vietnam movie, and it was. You had some really
the counterculture of the time.
Yeah, like a cult movie about something that happened in the 1910s or 1890s or whatever. I don't get how people are going to get interested.
There's got to be a hook.
Yeah,
you have to have a hook.
I mean, if it was maybe about like an event that people were familiar with,
and it's a long ass movie. And I can't tell you much about it. I think there's one badass fight scene, but
so they're a cult. See, I don't even know anything about it.
No. There was a cult called Heaven's Gate that happened in the 90s. They all wore.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, you just used that for the name. Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of the name. That would have been a good movie if there was a cult back then that. They cover. I don't think you cover them for 3.5 hours. But,
yeah.
They should do a movie on Heaven's Gate. the Heaven's Gate.
Well, yeah, he thought. I've actually saw one or a documentary about the Mayor Strange people. They're like androgynous. There was no sex. They thought they were going to be picked up by a spaceship.
That was on a comet that was passing by.
Was it okay? I didn't know it was about
it
a comet.
Hale-Bopp?
Haley Bop.
Haley-Bopp?
Haley's comet. Yeah, Haley Bop. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And they were super into sci-fi. They were just kind of like internet savvy.
Yeah, they're very. You know what is interesting is they super simple lives. They dressed very austerely, and they actually, back in the day when people were building websites for themselves, they worked on, or maybe did all the work on Madonna's website for her.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, I mean, you would
That's
talk about
very
it.
Funny.
And like they all wear white tennis shoes, and
that was like their big purchase.
Yeah, well, and then before they killed themselves, they went to like Applebee's or something. They all sat around like little.
Because I've listened to a lot of stuff on podcasts about Heaven's Gate. A lot of them chemically castrated themselves.
Yeah.
There was 2 leaders. There was
wasn't there an old man?
It was an old man who was like Applegate was his name, I think.
Okay.
And he was like dying of cancer.
Okay.
And was already like pretty much like
close to death.
Yeah, he was close to death, but also had like no sex drive. So it was almost like
if I can't have it, you can't either.
Yeah, he's like, well, I mean, I can have this control over a group, and then I mean, I'm gonna die. So
yeah,
it's like.
And was there a woman then too?
And a woman who I think like loved him. They called themselves. Okay. There's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
They would call themselves. Was it John Doe and what do you call a woman?
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe, John and Jane Doe, and they weren't allowed to have like any stimulating experiences.
Yeah.
So they would do stuff. They would all be in the woods, eat very frugal and boring meals, and you would have to. It would basically be like dedicate time where you just had to stare into the sky and stop yourself from like daydreaming.
Yeah.
So and then they all went out, bought the shoes, and then I think they poisoned themselves, and they all someone put blankets over them.
Yeah, the last person and then
yeah,
he or she did himself in.
And so I mean, there was like footage of them going through the combine, basically, that you could watch today. Like I've seen.
I think that guy made videos or something.
There's a lot. Yeah, he was kind of like a pastor, evangelical type.
Yeah, but like as I remember, the videos were just, yeah.
He was out there.
Really strange.
He was strange, yeah. He has some history too that I can't remember off the top of my head, but.
Okay, that's good.
Heaven's Gate, though, again, kind of broke the whatchamacallit. It pulled the reins back in. So Cleopatra led to what we saw in the 70s. Heaven's Gate shut the door.
Very much. There were probably other ones too. Those were 2 major ones that but Heaven's Gate, I mean there for a while there when they would just talk about Heaven's Gate, like not all the time, when they would talk about any movie disaster, that was it. That was the one, until Waterworld came around, and then people made fun of that. Okay, so here, let me think about this. Well, I want to mention Apocalypse Now because you mentioned it, and we don't have to talk a lot because we already did, but I mean, they were very, very concerned about.
Right.
I mean, because they're supposed to be in the jungle for 3 months. They were 9 months, and they were getting sick. I mean, there was a. Well, I mean, they probably weren't supposed to be here that long, but they weren't eating right. They couldn't, they're in the jungle. I mean, so, they didn't sleep well. It was hot.
River.
Yeah, and I mean, he was there. What's his face slugged it out with them. Coppola.
I mean, he had a
It
lot of
wasn't like-
personal stake in that movie as well.
Well, he did, but I mean, he could. He wasn't in a hotel like
Yeah.
15 miles away.
Very true.
I mean, they show pictures of him, and but those rivers. I mean, they have like real diseases, cholera and yellow fever, and all this stuff. And all these guys were. I mean, that's probably what contributed to Martin Sheen's heart attack. It probably wasn't just such poor health.
I mean, I give them a lot of credit.
I mean, they
Another
really
movie that is similar. They weren't there as long, but you watched it. Is Aguirre, The Wrath of God. They were.
Well, I mean that didn't look like a walk in the park
production.
Yeah.
One murdered, 1 foot amputation. And,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a gnarly movie. But
yeah.
This is why you don't go on rivers and jungles and whatnot. It's a pain in the ass to fucking film, I'm sure.
Oh my God. And yeah, everything can. I mean, we know like nothing about all the equipment and the stuff that they, to get the sound and lighting and, and all that stuff. And they're trying to do it, floating down a raft. That raft looked like it was out of control at one point. It's like, how are they going to stop that? I don't know if you remember. It was going, and it had no steering to it.
Oh, on Aguirre?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, dude, they're another film. No, I was thinking of that one had its own struggles. Don't get me wrong. But the one where they pull the boat over the mountain.
Yeah.
Which I'll look up. But that's the one where the guy had to amputate his own foot with a chainsaw. He got bit by a snake that was severely venomous. And it's like...
Either that or die.
Yeah, I'm probably going to die if I don't do this. But...
Well, yeah, like in snakes and insects and...
Some child drowned just because like they had like a tribe. Like a legit tribe.
Local tribe
that wore fucking tikas and spoke Wahi and none of those words are real, but...
Well, they're kind of real. In that they're nonsense words. Well, you're not doing anything. You know who Gina Davis is?
Heard the name, yes.
Like she was in The Fly.
Okay.
She was in Fletch.
I've not seen that. Fitzcarraldo. I love that movie. I have I don't know how it slipped my mind.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really interesting. I wish that guy had been given some decent scripts because it sounds like it would have been a good director instead of doing this just out of insane stuff.
The master. I mean, he did Nosferatu. That's the one movie that has a storyline that everyone's familiar with. He's the master of taking like historical events, and I'm gonna make a movie of that. Like shit that just people have never fucking heard of.
Yeah, I know. It's just, but I think there's stuff
based on a real story.
I know. They took a ship over a mountain. But anyway, Gina Davis, and because I don't know why I remember, because I'm older than you. Huh?
He brought us Grizzly Man. He directed Grizzly Man.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know about Grizzly Man? That was kind of a cultural phenomenon in the early 2000s. He lived with bears and he got ate by a bear.
That's I did not know. I didn't know about it. Maybe I did.
Man.
I don't know.
I thought everyone in the 2000s. I knew about that, and I was a kid in the 2000s.
Okay, well, you watch a lot of movies too.
No, I remember knowing about that as a kid.
Okay, well, nobody else remembers
I think I knew about it from... there was Larry the Cable Guy, and he was a part of... Ron White had a joke about
Oh, okay.
Man.
Yeah.
It was a very funny joke about Grizzly Man. And it put it into the
lexicon.
Cultural lexicon, yeah.
But anywho, so like she was a comedic actress, although she was in The Fly. She was in like a fair amount of good movies, and she was attractive, and then she married a guy, and he wanted to try to make her an action star.
Mm-hmm.
So he produced a movie called Cutthroat Island.
I like the title.
You wouldn't like the movie. She was in it, and there was Michael Douglas was supposed to be in it, and he had signed, and then he backed out. And then, but she was committed, so there's a lot of reasons why.
Matthew Modine's in it.
Oh, that's right. Matthew Modine's in it. I forgot. I saw that picture.
Doesn't even look like him.
He was very young, I think, at the time. But it was just a disaster.
The Pirates movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean did it.
This didn't. It did. It was awful. And it killed her career for a pretty long period of time. Because it's just, I mean, it was just laughable.
It's unfortunate.
So bad.
It is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think that came out the same year as Waterworld, though.
Must have been something about the oceans.
Yeah, stay away.
Did you ever see Battlefield Earth?
Heard about it. Is that the one with Travolta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's in his...
That was after Pulp Fiction, right? So he had mended his career and decided, let me fuck this up again.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, 2000. It came out.
Okay. I did watch it. It wasn't super bad. There are parts of it where the coloring was real weird. Like, instead of, I mean, had a real dark bluish tint.
I've seen stills and scenes
of that.
Yeah, I've seen the bluish hue.
I didn't understand what it was about.
That's the dragon god of Scientology is blue. Just the color blue.
Are you messing with me? You are.
I know nothing of Scientology.
Okay.
Or Battlefield Earth, so can't believe.
I mean, that was just like in the future we get conquered by an alien race. Huh?
Xenu.
Yeah. And then we revert back to primitive people, and I don't know.
You know why they don't tell a lot of? You know why a lot of people don't unlock the final level of Scientology?
Why?
I mean, have you heard the story?
No.
It was like we all used to be dragons, and Xenu threw us into a volcano and
it exploded in parts of us. I've heard that
scattered
thing.
across the.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the final level. I mean, up until that, it's like
I thought that was
they just tell you a bunch of
back in the past that happened, and then we're all portions of.
Yeah. That's the final level.
Okay, well,
Look
is it
it
a
up.
video game or?
Look it up. Well, you keep on. I mean, you pay like all of your money.
Well, I know
to try
that.
to level up.
Yeah.
You do level up like a video game. Yeah.
I know that there's.
It's very funny that poor people don't make it to the end stage, though.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
almost like
It's kind of geared towards
gotta-
rich
yeah.
people, and it's money oriented.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I know.
Ever heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Will
Catwoman,
You with Halle Berry.
awful.
You know what?
I never
she
saw
did
it.
That like absolutely screwed her too, though. Well, she might have been screwed either way, but you know she started winning Razzies and shit
Mhm.
because she was a big deal, right?
She did Monsters Ball.
And that put her on.
Yeah, won an Academy Award.
Yeah, and then like the next year or whatever, she's like winning Razzies for Catwoman and whatever else, but she blamed her manager, and I think that fucked her because they were like, "Hey, bitch, you can read the scripts too."
Yeah.
I mean, it's so easy to. You don't have to take every fucking project.
No,
that
I mean,
comes your
yeah, I
way.
mean, he doesn't. He works for you. He doesn't sign for you. You know,
Yeah.
obligate you.
I heard a story from Quentin Tarantino, who is
I know you
a
love him.
cinematic encyclopedia. Well, in terms of learning about film history, I mean,
Yeah.
this guy's probably seen like 80% of films that have ever been made in America. You know,
Yeah.
he was talking about Steve McQueen. You know, super great actor, and like he was on such a good run of movies. I mean, he's in a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
And that his wife read all of the scripts and would tell him what.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they got divorced, and I guess afterwards he started taking some
Bad
lesser
stuff.
roles. Yeah, because there's like a movie, and it's got him and another guy I really like from that time period. He is. It's not Robert Redford, but it's from Butch and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, Paul Newman.
Paul Newman, yeah. Him and Paul Newman are in a. It's like Tower Inferno or something, or just called.
Oh, the
Inferno.
Towering Inferno.
Yeah. And I haven't watched it yet. Or maybe I will. The ratings aren't bad.
It was there was a period of time where they were called disaster movies. Like Poseidon Adventure was one.
And I think I've seen that. That's on a boat where it starts to sink.
You may have seen the original or the remake.
I saw the original because it has
Shelley Winters.
It has the guy who just passed away this year.
Gene Hackman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's maybe then Towering Inferno wouldn't be bad.
It's okay. It's not too bad. Poseidon Adventure was good.
Dwayne Johnson was in like 2 movies about a fucking building coming down.
Yeah.
One had like a King Kong ape in it.
Yeah, I think it was called Rampage, maybe.
Yes.
And I saw the other one.
The building was just...
I saw that. I don't know what happened. It was an earthquake or something. And I remember I saw that whole movie. Speaking of Tarantino, was funny because he was talking about Prometheus, and I really like Prometheus, and he was saying I really like. He said it's very very good, but there's some really stupid parts in it, and I'm thinking I want to because I think he knows film pretty well, and he's really right. It's like he said, okay, they go to this foreign planet and they have a biologist, and on the planet they see a thing that looks like a cobra. And the biologist saying, "Here, little buddy, here."
He gets bit by it. It's like severely venomous.
I mean, that's the dumbest thing in the world. It's like you have to assume it's a 99% probability that it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Even if it isn't, even if it's a plant, you don't even approach it.
Yeah.
It's like get something to freeze this thing with.
Yeah, even if you think you know everything about the thing that you're about to...
Yeah, what do you know? I mean, it's a different planet. You've never been on a different, so far from Earth,
Meanwhile, they clearly don't know a lot about this place because the fucking xenomorph is there.
They don't know anything about it. Yeah. I mean, they know, they saw it in rock paintings. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, okay, there's a planet there, That's probably where we came from.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, though. I think, when I saw it, I was definitely like, this is pretty good. And then I was young, you start to mature, and then you take others' opinions and kind of espouse them as your own.
Yeah.
I don't think I used that word correctly, but you start to kind of take them in as your own because you think it makes you...
smarter.
More, yeah. You have more authority.
Right.
Which is something I'm still trying to form. What do I like?
I mean, well, you're never going to stop doing that.
Yeah.
We're social animals. We're influenced by others.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then someone like him. I mean, I'm not even. Well, I'm a fan of his. I'm not as big a fan of his as you are. But if he says something about a film, I give it a lot of weight.
Oh, for sure. And I like his films.
Yeah.
Which also help. The fact that he knows so much, he's seen so much. But then it's I can disagree with him clearly because Paul Dano stuff. And I think he said something else, which I think the Dano thing stuck harder.
I don't even understand it. I mean, he could feel that way. I mean, and even saying it, I just don't understand what the point of it was.
I don't know either. I genuinely don't.
I mean, you don't shit on the rest of the gang.
No, I agree.
I mean, if you take a great movie and ruin it, I could see him saying, "Look, these shouldn't be within 100 yards of a classic." But
totally, no, I agree with that sentiment.
Oh, Dano, I just want to see. Why don't they bring him back in another fucking Batman, man? Do they?
Because
what are they waiting for? Another Avengers 3 where they have Brie Larson fuck everything up with no expression on her face?
They're filming it. They're filming Batman 2. It's just it took a long time. I don't know why.
Okay, well, please put him in it because he could do crazy so good, so
Riddler's
well.
Someone who, he got his main, to be the main villain, which was a big deal. Because he's generally not, even when they had done it before in films.
Joker was always Joker or Penguin.
Joker's the main event.
Yeah.
When they did the one with Carey where he played the Riddler, he was accompanied by Two-Face and I think Bane and Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
Right. Yeah.
Or he's like ensemble
Right.
villainous cast. And I think he will be that in this one where it's like he's still locked up. And he's probably still fucking with Batman, or Batman needs to get information from him to try to understand the crazy mind of the Joker or whatever.
Okay.
I'm assuming. I don't know for sure.
No, I could see that. I mean, I prefer him out, but it might be better for him to be in, because then it's dialogue, and that's
what he excels at.
Yeah, that's what's gonna.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch that movie. That was
They did 80 takes. Did you know that? On his conversation.
When he's behind the glass?
Yeah. Over 2 days.
He nailed it.
Well, what they kept saying, and it wasn't that they were making mistakes, it's just they do a take, and it'd say, oh, there's something from this.
Follow that.
It's like,
and
well, let's...
something else
yeah.
would come out.
And it kind of what happened was it just kept finding different, better ways for him to do it, because he kept, he's probably experimenting or whatever, making small changes. And yeah, I would, I gotta watch the movie. I should just watch it in general. Although there's real plot.
Because he starts singing Ave Maria.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the best thing ever that a crazy villain can do. While he's taunting the good guy.
It's like, oh no. He's not going to be any more helpful. No. Like, I couldn't figure out, well, how Batman figures some of the stuff out. I'm like, he must be way smarter than, not that Batman's stupid, but like he knew that there was a map underneath a carpet in that room. It's like, how did he know that? What
I don't know either. There was something where he was like,
I missed something? I must have.
The fact that I think he had a certain type of something, a tool that a carpenter would use, or not a carpenter, someone who would put carpet down.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh fuck, okay, rip the carpet up. That he knew from that.
That's what
he must have been hiding something under the carpet.
Okay.
And then,
that he put carpet down.
Yeah. But I guess, okay, the other guy was Matthew Lillard, and I didn't actually see what was said as much as I saw the response where Matthew Lillard was like bummed out. I felt bad for him because Matthew Lillard in the 90s and maybe even into the 2000s
maybe
was
more.
A pretty badass guy. Maybe known to a lot of people as Shaggy, but he was in 13 Ghosts as like a minor character. Scream.
Yeah.
He was really good. Very niche movie called SLC Punk. Just a recommendation out there. He was very good in that. You might even find something in that. It speaks to youth for sure, but then the ending, I was like, oh, that was a fucking good ending. And I think that's on. That might be on. It's on Tubi for free if you don't mind commercials.
We're gotten into. Wish we could do like a 2-hour thing. I like listening. I know that people out there love listening too. We're just
you got pickleball.
Yeah.
On Monday night.
Oh my God, we used to tape on Monday night up until like 3 weeks ago, and I always went to pickleball. Did you remember? Forget
Wednesdays.
that. It's Monday and Wednesday.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, any closing thoughts for the people?
We could. Well, I don't know. Tell it. Yeah, comment. Tell us what you want to hear, because we can come up with ideas, but
we should come up with like our favorite crazy performances.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Paul Dano makes the list. I also think.
But I call him though. I call him. I get him.
Nick Cage for long legs on mine.
Yeah.
Remember that when he fucking
I remember him.
his face into the table. It's pretty crazy.
Well, here's the thing, and is they put this relatively new FBI agent in with the craziest person on the planet alone. Yes, see what you can get him to do. Like, she can stop him, okay?
Can I say, though, for real, they did this, I think, with Bundy. They put a rookie FBI agent with him
Yeah.
because they thought there was some psychology to it, and
Yeah.
it made him spill. I think it was like they thought
Other people would try to manipulate, and he would.
either that or that he would almost take it as an offense. I don't something
Oh.
like that. And they're like, okay, let me tell you.
Yeah, but I don't think that would apply.
Well, yeah. In this scenario, it was kind of just like, yeah, go in.
It's
there.
like we know nothing about him. He's got no
He'll
history.
talk to you.
It's like someone else in the room, and then they're mad at her. It's like, what did you want me to do? He's out of his mind. He's banging his head on a metal table.
That's one that it had some polarizing takes. Some people really liked it. Some people didn't. That I think will age well. I could be dead wrong.
I liked it. It's a mind twister for sure.
It took me like 2 days to finally yep, I definitely
That gets
like
in. It gets in your. It's a very. And I'm pretty picky, as far as horror movies in it. That
because it sells.
I thought it was a good plot, even though it was a simple plot. You didn't know it. You know, I didn't see any of it coming. Maybe I'm an idiot.
Well, no, it's just because they sell you a can of goods that it can't deliver on, so it has to take you out to left field to tie it all together. Okay. It's like all of these families have nothing in common, and they all self-annihilated. Like the entire family just kills themselves.
Yeah.
Or is killed by the father, and the father kills himself.
The main character, the girl, just gave off the perfect affect.
And to realize, I mean, it follows it gives you a really good blueprint that she could deliver on that. And she's been doing well in the horror sphere. I
hope she does, because she was great in that.
Yeah,
and she didn't do any. Her understatement was perfect.
Yeah, she just played. I mean, it fits that role perfectly. You know, once you finish the movie and you take into consideration, okay, these are the major. I tell you what, the character.
But the plotting was really sophisticated. But like when she meets Blair Underwood, that's her boss's daughter.
Yeah,
and she says, "It's my birthday coming up." She said, "Will you come to my birthday?" And she said, "Yeah, I will be here for that." And I'm thinking, well, she doesn't know this fucking kid. Like, is she just saying that? But she does come back for it.
And that plays into the whole movie where it's like, how much is predetermined?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a masterclass movie.
I did too. I really liked it. Not many like that.
One of the most.
It was nice. I was glad to see Nick do it.
Yeah,
too.
He nailed it. All right, so we'll explore that more on the next episode. Comment down below anything about this episode and thoughts on the next one if you listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
We want to hear your thoughts. We saw your comments.
You know, sometimes people just want to be heard. Talk to us. We'll hear you. Trust me.
Yeah, I like and try to respond.
We like words from people especially.
Let me just, because I think there was some comments we got. Someone was saying there's like a new Unit 731 movie that came out in China like last year.
Yeah, okay, I saw that. I didn't understand it, but I mean, that's really cool to know. Yeah.
They were excited about you too. They said, "Dad, man!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! And
that's how I signed my name, though.
Someone said their horror Mount Rushmore. This is a throwback. Was Michael Myers, Jason, Ghostface, and Samara.
Samara from The Ring?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad one.
Choice, yeah.
Well, you know what? Nobody would think of her necessarily being there, but she probably should be. It's not a bad choice at all. Can't disagree.
I wonder if they're talking about the American version or the Japanese.
Oh God, you and the Ringu.
Ringu.
All right, let's
piss off, y'all.
Shut it down.
Piss off.
Shut it. Lock it down.